Hello everybody, welcome. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I am so excited to be recording. I am so excited to be sharing with you all. If you're new, welcome. My name is V and I am so excited. Guys, in this new video, this video is a small introduction to the rebranding. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is V and I am currently going through a rebranding process. My channel used to be called Tea with V, my Instagram name, and also my website too. But recently I have been going through a lot of transformation. I have been going through a lot of inner work process, and I feel like a completely new, different person. And of course, as I am also growing and elevating and becoming the better versions of myself and rediscovering myself, also does everything around me. So my brands actually, and I'm very excited to introduce to you guys the DivineDiva Universe. The DivineDiva Universe is actually just a space, an environment where we focus on woman, love, and power. And in this universe, we are all about elevating, becoming the best versions of ourselves. So the main concept stayed the same, just as it was when the channel name was Tea with V. Even though my type of tea wasn't like the tea that people are used to, like gossip and such things, I wanted to give the word tea a new meaning in by sharing inspiring stuff. And as I was going through this transformation and just like having this relationship and just talking with the divine, with God, source, energy, whatever you want to call it, I received this download that I have to change the name of my channel and my branding. And I was like, oh my god, okay, what will I call it, because I have no idea. And T with V just rhymed, you know, because my name is Viviana, but I shorten it to V because a lot of the times people mispronounce it and it's like, it irks me. So V is the most easiest way, and I feel like anyone can pronounce that. And then Tea with V because I thought that I'll be sharing my tea, but my tea is all about uplifting, empowering, and everything in that regards. And then God was like, the DivineDiva Universe, and I'm like, I had like, it was so clear to me, but I was like doubting it because I felt like I don't feel like I'm a diva. And later the like spirit was saying to me, no, maybe you're not a diva yet, but you're in the process of becoming one. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll take it. So I really wanted to share that with you guys because I am so freaking excited, first and foremost, but also because you guys will be seeing how my content will be changing, the stuff that I'll be sharing will be changing. And I was also asking God, universe, source light, like, why this name? And one of the things that came up to me was that I am someone that I have overcome a lot of things. I'm not sure if I already shared this, but I was coming from a place where I was living in a big house, no electricity, no water, and if I needed to do a number 2, I needed to go in the woods and do my number 2 and clean myself up with whatever I found in the woods. And I was living like this on an island called Aruba. And if you know anything about Aruba, it's always so it's always warm, it's always daylight. And imagine a little black girl, 12 years old, walking in the woods, going as deep as she could in the woods so that people wouldn't see her woo-ha, to do a number 2. And there were many scenarios and many things like that in my life that I've overcome. And when I talk about overcoming, I'm saying in the sense that I surpassed that, overcame that circumstance, I overcame that situation, and I'm now in such a better place. Like, I never let anything of my past or that has happened to me affected me in a way that it would determine who I will become. I would always use it in my advantage to become the best version of myself. And I personally feel like I had to go through that experience to become who I am, because that is what made me ambitious. That is what made me so determined to be successful. That was all of those horrible experiences, being sexually assaulted, seeing violence, addictions, and drugs 24/7. That was my environment, that was my surrounding, that was everything that I knew. And regardless of that, I didn't, like, first I didn't relate to anything around me. Like, I felt like a rich, wealthy girl, woman, stuck in a body or in a lifestyle that isn't hers. Like, it was so crazy to me. And my determination to get myself out of the situation is what led me to be here. And there were many other things that happened, like people bullying me at school. And when I'm saying bullying, it's not like the typical bullying. It's the bullying in the sense of, like, you know, the people that take care of the kids or whatever, or like, I don't know how they call it, like child parenting society, stuff like that. They almost, like, we almost were in a situation where we were like taken out of our family because my father couldn't take care of us and my mother had abandoned us because he was in prison. So we were taken care by my stepmom's sister, and she was dead as scared because she was illegal on the island. So any time or day they can come and she could be deported. Like, she wouldn't even go to the grocery, which was like maybe 5-minute walk from where we lived, because she was scared that the police could get her, and then if she went away, who would take care of us? We were like only 12, 13, 14 years old. No, not 12. That time I was like 14, 15 years old. So I had those kind of people around me, like just friends at school that just, I don't know what the fuck was their problem, but they just wanted me to be bad or to be in a bad situation. So there were many things. These are just a few highlights, but there were many things like that that happened. And regardless of all of that, I still didn't let it affect me, and I had so much gratitude in those times. Even though it wasn't picture perfect or things weren't how I wanted them to be, I still had so much gratitude, and journaling and having faith that another reality is possible for me is what got me here. And I just want to like share all of that with you guys, because I feel like the affirmations, the journaling, the praying, the shifting my mindset, shifting my personality, all of that is what really helped me. And I feel like there is so many girls on the island or in the Caribbean that felt like that felt limited, even being from the island. Like, when you see the surrounding, it's like the only thing you can do is work in hospitality, and that's it. So there were many things, and I want to share all of that and all of my experiences with you guys, because I feel like that is what helped me, that by the age of 21 I was already making $150,000 a year. I had my own car. You know, I have accomplished so many great things. I became a sub-director of one of the biggest stores in Aruba, which is Zara, and I was the youngest among everything. And I went from sales to visual merchandise, and then from visual merchandise to sub-director, and I was traveling to Santo Domingo and all these other places learning. Like, it was amazing, and I could have not achieved that if it wasn't all of the journaling, all of the dedication, all of the praying, all of the hard work, all of the emotional and mental things that I have to work on to become this. So I really want to share that with you guys, because it's been a long process, and it's still a process that I am going through. Like, even being here in Europe right now and studying, I'm studying conceptual design, and even here starting my celibacy journey, detoxing my body and mind, letting go of all these limiting beliefs that I've adapted of, that I've taken of those times, because I feel like the version of who I used to be when in Aruba was a version that I thought that I needed to be to survive that circumstance. And I appreciate and I'm so thankful for that version, because it is her who led me to be here. But now being here, I'm a completely new, different person, because I had to even step out of that identity to become this artistic artist that I am actually. And even that process is another emotional, mental, energetic cleanse, because I had a lot of limiting beliefs, I had a lot of addictions, I had a lot of mental patterns that wasn't just serving me. And when I moved to Europe, I started my celibacy journey. And by starting my celibacy journey, this is literally what opened my eyes to all my addictive pattern behaviors. It opened my eyes to all the limiting mental, emotional, limiting beliefs that I had. It helped me realize all the blockages that I had. And I wasn't aware of any of this. Like, I didn't even view any of these things bad, because the thing that was like saving me, or like the excuse that I was using, is like, oh, I already been successful, I already done this, I already done that. But I've reached the peak, not literally, but I reached some sort of peak, and then it's like I didn't went down, but it's like it stagnated. I just stayed there, and I didn't feel like I was moving up or down. I just felt like just on a stagnated, and I didn't understand why. And the stagnation was because if I wanted to reach another level, I needed to deconstruct and let go of all of these things that I've adapted from my past experience. Because the thing is, these things that I have took from my past experience were based on the current circumstance and situation of that time. But moving to Europe and being here, my whole environment changed, my whole world changed, everything around me changed. So those things that I was using back then wasn't helpful for me in this new level, in this new environment that I was. So I needed to create new new beliefs. I needed to let go of all these limiting beliefs and idea, because I wasn't anymore in that survival mode. And that was a whole nother process on itself, and it took me like 2 years to fully deconstruct, remove, and not only emotionally but physically, energetically. Like, there's a lot of journaling and a lot of praying and a lot of reading and you know, hiring mentors and having people like guide me through this process, which led to the person that I am right now. And I am so grateful for all of those experiences and everything that happened, because I feel like that is what helped me become the version that I am right now. And I just want to share my story with you guys, because I feel like when I was a little girl in the Caribbean, I wish there was someone that I could have looked up to. Like, my only people that I was looking up to was Nicki Minaj, because she was also from the Caribbean, and she was always talking about winning, making money, all of these things in her music. Like, I don't know her personal life, and so don't come at me for that. I just loved her determination, her faith, her belief. She came in that game with a fierce confidence and hungry that I've never saw in my life. Not even from people in my surrounding, because there wasn't anyone in my surroundings that was inspiring me, to be honest. Until I started working in Zara. My boss, she was someone I admired and looked up to so much, because she's also from Colombia, and she also comes from that, not that background specifically, but from a difficult background. And now she has 2 beautiful daughters. She's married to someone who loves her, and she's fucking amazing. So she made sure that I became a VM. When I became a VM, she mentored me, she taught me, she teach me. Like, she taught everything that I know right now about working with other people and business and stuff like that. She's the one who taught me that, and she just did it out of her heart, and I love her down for that. Like, I'm still appreciated for her, like, because she raised me. And you know, when you come from an environment or places like that, I just want to be that person that they can see, oh, she made it, then I can make it too. Because trust me, I was literally the old girl from the hood, and people were projecting on me, doubting me, telling me that by the age of 15 I would have had 2 kids and my life would be finished, yada yada yada. And it's like, look at me now, bitch, look at me now, you know. So I want to show up for those girls, because I was one of them. I was one of them, and I don't want any woman ever, any girl, like, ever, to be limited or to feel like they cannot make it or anything. I don't want them to ever feel like that. So that is like my main purpose with the Divine Diva Universe. I want to teach and help women, girls from the Caribbean especially, because that's where my heart is, and from Colombia too, or anyone. It doesn't matter. I don't care about your skin, your color, where you're from. I don't care, as long as I can inspire you and show you that it is possible and that you can do it too. Because if I can do it, being molested, living in a survival mode for most of my life, working at the age of 14, being sexually assaulted by 20, 27, 80, 30-year-old men, and surviving all of that, baby, you can do it too. And not only surviving all of that, because it's not about surviving, but overcoming that, and not letting those experiences or circumstances determine who you will become. Because honey, all of the things that happen, they don't have any effect on me. They are now lessons and tools that I use today to keep becoming better. And that's what I want for you too. Then anyone can do it, period. So that was like my little introduction of the Divine Diva Universe, and what are the topics that I will be talking about and sharing with you guys. And also, my Celibacy Initiation of a Goddess ebook is available on teawithv.com. If you're interested, you can purchase it right here. I will really appreciate your support, and if you have any questions or anything that you want me to talk about, journaling prompts, affirmation, whatever, let me know, because you know I'm a journaling queen, I am affirmation queen, I am a prayer queen. Like honey, that has been my guiding force. So if you guys want any information or anything in regards of that, just let me know and I will happily share that with you. So yeah guys, that is my little intro. Thank you so much, and if you have any feedback or whatsoever, please let me know. I would love to hear it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.